Dudes, I'm going to show you how to make a YouTube daily and not suck. It is super easy. You only need Canva. I'm using CapCut, and really that's it. A YouTube account. Okay. I also use vidIQ, but that's not necessary. You get access to ChatGPT, or you can just type some stuff. If you know how to make a sentence or two, just write that. That's it. Okay. I also have a school group. So I'm basically driving all traffic to my school community. I'm saying, hey, join my exclusive community. You don't need to do any of that stuff. I'm going to just show you how simple and easy it is to like duplicate this stuff on demand and not really even think about it. So first off is recording a video. You're going to like have to do something. And for me, what I found, what I really liked doing was I just grabbed a book off my shelf. You see, Psychocybernetics, it's right here. I looked in the back of my, oh, it's not following me anymore. Sorry. I looked in my room and I just pulled this book off the shelf that I got about 8 years ago. And I've read it multiple times, so it's a little bit beat up, but I've never actually been beat up quite as impactful as I have been reading it out loud. And it's been easy to do every day because I just read one chapter a day. The fastest is 30, 45 minutes. You don't even notice the time flies by. And I get a little bit verbose, and it's been up to like 2 hours max for an episode. But it doesn't matter the time it's taken. It's actually changing my life. I'm running a thought experiment. I'm doing a trial where it's like I am a scientist. That's what I did at my job. I'd have a hypothesis, and then I'd test a bunch of ideas, like, 2-way all the way up to a 21-way. And you're like, oh, all these different ideas, which one sticks? And then you repeat it with more volume. And after 33 data points, statistically significant says like, oh yeah, that's the right idea. Just do it. And you do it and you do more of it. And all of a sudden it confirms your hypothesis. Well, that's all I'm doing right now. I'm running a thought experiment and I'm following what this book is teaching me. And it's helped me realize it's easy to do a YouTube a day daily and not suck at it. So here's how. So I started reading, excuse me. So I press play on my camera. I have an iPhone I'm speaking into right now. And I put it, and it's tethered to my computer. I have a MacBook Pro, or you can have I had an MacBook Air for many years. And now all of a sudden, I'm using my phone's camera. I'm speaking to the thing, and I have QuickTime Player, and I hit new movie recording. So I would show you that, but you're grown-ups, you're adults. You know how to see, look at me hanging over, looking all crazy like. So you're all grown-ups and adults and know how to do that first part. What's the second part? The second part is popping it in over to CapCut. So you want to open up your files and import your files from wherever you're storing your files. And then you import and drag and drop. But guess what? When you import, say 2 files, just hands off the keyboard, and they will automatically populate and put your like intro and outro, or if you just have one file, that's all it is. I realized that I bent over to grab my Toyota Supra headlights that I purchased before having the Toyota Supra again. I reached over to grab those, and I pulled my microphone over with me to the ground. And this silly ass microphone has a on and off like touch thing. You can't see it, but it's like green and it goes red when I mute it. And I did the whole entire episode and mute. So that sucked, and I had to redo it. And you can see it was another hour and a half of my life that I had to redo. Sucky, motherfucky, but who cares? Like, I got it done. And here's what's cool is that like right here, you want to like listen to a transition and you can tweak it. You can like use this magnifying glass and zoom all the way in here. And you can see where there's like, sound wave breaks, and you can go like, if you didn't want this break when you have your 2 files joined together, then you like chop it out and you like tweak it up, you see, and you like drag and drop and paste things again. Well, I had to like retake where I was going to be. And so that's what you're going to do. And you're going to figure this out, make sure it like flows normally. Everything. Like, whoa, mine is now blown. So this is my car. So because I noticed those 93 taillights. And this is where I clipped it in. I bent over and I touched the freaking mic. My car, I have to have the exact same 97, 98. That cracks me up. All right, dudes. So like you get the idea. Now you're out in CapCut and you hit export. So you export it as a file that you want. Like for me, I'm just doing PC chapter 6, psychocybernetics, and I get an MP3 file, which is dope because then I upload this into my school group. I won't show you that. Again, you're adults. You know how to upload links and upload files. Join a school group and create in your classroom. What I'm doing is every day I drop a new episode. I need to do that next. I would show you the process. Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the whole entire thing. I post in my school group as well. So once I post on YouTube, I put the YouTube episode, it's a podcast, into my school group. I built the podcast for my clients. I give clients access to my master course, which my master course you only get when you pay me $6,000 or more. And what's happening right now is I'm filming episodes and filling up the classroom with a listen daily section. It's all bolded and capsed, and it says listen daily. And this dude who drives Instacart 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and has done so since 2017, is getting a mindset training from me just talking. This was the goal. In the goal, I stumbled upon this little known secret that you can make a YouTube daily and not suck. So I'm basically doing the same thing I would in a normal YouTube. I'm just like pressing play on my video recorder. It's not because it's a podcast, and I keep flashing the book because I'm doing a podcast daily. And that's the only thing I'm doing. I get started by reading a book. I don't think and I don't plan it. I just know the topic and title and content already in a package. It took me, a while to think for one time, but I'm just copy, paste, duplicating, tweaking here and there, putting, some lipstick shades, hot pink and maroon on the same damn pig. I'm just doing that over and over again, and I hit export. And I cancel, and then now I've got my files. Now, what am I going to do with my files next? Well, first things first is now I have to think about, okay, where is this going? Where is this file going? So it's going to be going to YouTube's. And with YouTube's, they're going to be needing an image. And I want you all to learn how to create this image. So go back to Canva. You should be able to get a free account. And in Canva, you have specific templates, and you have creating designs, and you want to search up your YouTubes. So YouTube thumbnails right here, but you're like, oh, whatever, just give me YouTube. And YouTube, you're like scroll along and you're looking for your YouTube thumbnail, 1280 by 720. And you click this sucker and it opens up the right dimensions for your YouTube thumbnail. But I don't want to start from scratch and do a new one. I'm going to show you the one that I did, and I just created. We're going to create together right here. We're going to copy and paste this mother. I'm posting chapter 6. I just recorded and dropped. And if I don't recall, let me just check my files really fast. Chapter 6. All right. Giddy up. So, validated. We're in chapter 6. We're going to duplicate this page. We're going to change this to a 6. We're going to delete all that. We're going to open up the book because I have no freaking idea what it's called. Relax and let your success mechanism work for you. Oh no, it's going to get tight. Yes. Boom. Look at that. It freaking fits. It was meant to be. So check this out. Share up here because we care. We share. Download. We're going to unselect this and go to current page and hit done. Okay. Don't need to download a zip file of all 7,000 pages that you'll have when you just copy and paste a whole bunch of times. You want to do the current page only. Now we got to pop over to YouTube's. So we go here, you click manage videos, and then we are going to wait for the load of create, upload videos. Select my files. I'm going to do, my chapter is chapter 6. And then we're going to scroll down here to chapter 6 MP4. And once it's up here, I'm going to drop my thumbnail that I just downloaded inside there and be like, yep, chapter 6, relax and let your success mechanism work for you. Audiobook and commentary of psychocybernetics. It's super small. I can read the text. It says psychocybernetics in white when it's super, super small. This is the small check. It's a small test. It's thumbnails, it's got to look like at least like, not completely like you're a serial killer or something stupid. Well, I don't know why I said that. Cyber-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Chapter 6. Look at that. Like, I don't really care. Like, that's the title. And say, like, this chapter is chock full of amazing nuggets with the 5 rules to change your life. Listen multiple times and do the assignment. Yeah. Or don't. It's a good one. All right. So I am going to always, if you want to talk more, join my exclusive community at HTTPS school. Okay, the corporate escape artist, that's done. And now, like, dude, see, I have vidIQ and it's cool and it's telling me my score sucks. Like 90s are good, 80s are okay, and everything else sucks. I don't care. Like, dude, like, what do I care? I'm like copy and pasting it, and you tell me it's not for kids. That's the only thing it won't let you proceed with. And hit next, 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 public, and it's now live. Okay, so now it's live. What do I do next? Okay, go to my videos. It's not even uploaded yet. I don't give a shit. Get the shareable link. Okay, I'm going to right click to school. And I'm going to go over here, corporate escape artist. I'm going to go to classroom. I'm going to go to the right here, daily listening. I'm going to go to the 3 dots here and add a new page. I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to go chapter 6. And I'm going to go to the little YouTubes, and I'm going to add it in. And then I'm going to remember what the title was called, and I'm going to go like this. The same format as before, because I'm just a little bit on that anal side. Check that out. Add a resource link. File. Scroll down to MP17. Please not be too big. That's what she said. If it's over 100 megs, you have to go to a converter and shrink it down online. Don't get a zip file and collapse it to zip. That's stupid. Just Google, like, make my file small. Okay? You'll see all these pills to make your thing big, but very rarely will you find a thing online that says make your thing small, and just click on the first one on that pulls up, because your pants should be pulled up, but there's not many pages that are not good. Just go get your file. That's so much innuendo, I can't handle it. What I also can't handle is this loading time. I'm going to pause the video. All right, so it finally loaded, and I'm just going to call this PC Chapter 6. Let success work for you. Add. Okay, so dudes, that's it. Hit save. You know, my community has gotten way more from me and more files. I put in handwritten files in here, which is like me with one of these like fancy like scribe writers, Remarkables. And, you know, like I just like write things I'm working on personally. And this was anger. And I used to I put myself in counseling when I had one of my first or second kids to say, I got to learn how to be a better father. And they taught me this principle, like mental image of like climbing up a ladder of a slide. And when you catch yourself escalating, when you're like this nasty guy, right? And you're escalating, if you catch yourself before you reach the top, then you don't like slide down the slide, like crash a hole through the wall that I did with my foot and before I had kids. And I had to patch it up in the dry walls. And you're like, dude, yeah, well, you patched the wall to the wall. You didn't patch the hole to my heart. I'm like, oh man, that rips me apart. And my community is getting all this junk that, dude, by the time you get down here, you don't even care. Like chapter 5, chapter 4, like one paragraph, chapter 3, nothing, chapter 2, like lots of words. Okay. Like if there's lots of words, then it's because like I was impacted or there was lots for me to talk about. But dudes, like copy and paste this shiz. It's super easy. This is in school. This is 1 YouTubes a day. You can do this. It's so freaking easy.